Tonight, you will open a fridge. You will stare into it for way too long. Nothing looks good. Everything looks good. You will settle on something salty, something sweet, maybe both. You will tell yourself this is a modern problem, a willpower problem, a you problem. It is not. The real answer is far stranger. Your cravings are not a glitch in your character. They are a message from people who died thousands of years before you were born. Your ancestors were not eating 3 balanced meals off a ceramic plate. They were guessing every single day whether the next thing they put in their mouth would keep them alive or kill them. Every berry was a gamble. Get it right, and you got calories, strength for tomorrow. Get it wrong, and you did not wake up. This was the world that built your brain's relationship with food. Not a grocery store, a minefield. So what did they actually eat? Anthropologist Richard Wrangham, who has spent decades studying early human diets, argues the real turning point was fire. Once early humans learned to cook, digestion got easier and food delivered more usable energy per bite. Wrangham's research suggests cooking may have shaped the human brain more than any single food ever did. Before fire and long after it, the diet stayed opportunistic. Roots, tubers, nuts, insects, whatever meat could be hunted or scavenged. Fat was treasured above almost everything else. Not because your ancestors had bad taste, because fat was survival, concentrated. Here is where it gets strange. You already know this. Your body still remembers it. Right now, your brain lights up harder for something fatty and sweet than it does for a plain vegetable. That is not you being weak. That is your brain doing exactly what it was built to do. Psychologist Paul Rozin describes this as the omnivore's dilemma. Humans can eat almost anything, which sounds like an advantage. But every new food was also a small risk. Rosin's research shows humans evolved fast, strong reactions to sweetness and fat, because in a world of scarcity, those signals meant calories, and calories meant survival. Your ancestors were not choosing dessert over vegetables out of laziness. They were listening to a signal that had kept their own ancestors alive. And that signal never got the memo that the world changed. You do not live in scarcity. You might be 5 minutes from more calories than your ancestors saw in a week. Your brain does not know that. It is still running software built for a world where the next meal was never guaranteed. This is why a candy bar feels like relief and a salad feels like a chore. Food scientists did not invent this vulnerability. They found it, already carved into you by a few million years of near starvation. There is one more piece most people never think about. Anthropologist Sarah Hrdy has written extensively about how early human survival depended on cooperative food sharing, not just solo foraging. Meals were social currency. Sharing a kill with your group meant someone would share with you later, when your own hunt failed. This is likely why eating together still feels different than eating alone. Your body is not just digesting food during a shared meal, it is running an ancient social transaction. Archaeologist Amanda Henry examined ancient dental plaque and found starch granules from cooked plants inside Neanderthal teeth, evidence that even close human relatives ate far more roots and grains than the old caveman image ever allowed. The real ancestral plate was messier and more plant-heavy than pop culture gives it credit for. There was no single ancestral diet. There were 1,000 of them, shaped by coastline, forest, or grassland, all united by one constant: uncertainty. That uncertainty is the real ancestor you carry inside you. Not a specific food, a feeling. The feeling of not knowing if there will be enough tomorrow. Modern life removed the uncertainty, but never removed the feeling. This is likely why you eat when you are stressed, even when you are not hungry. Stress has always signaled danger, and danger for most of human history often meant a coming shortage. Eating during stress was not comfort. It was insurance. None of this means you are powerless against biology. It means the craving makes sense. Every human alive today descends from ancestors who solved the food problem well enough to reproduce. The ones who felt no pull toward calorie-dense food during scarcity simply left fewer descendants. You are not an accident of weak willpower. You are the result of a long, effective filter, one that selected for exactly the instincts you now find inconvenient in a world of vending machines and delivery apps. Here is the part that should genuinely surprise you. In a strange way, you are living inside your ancestors' wildest dream. Endless food, guaranteed meals, salt and fat and sugar, available on demand, no hunting required. They would have looked at your refrigerator the way you might look at a room full of gold. The tragedy is not that you crave these things. The tragedy is that the world changed faster than your biology ever could. So the next time you catch yourself standing in front of an open fridge, craving something salty, something sweet, something rich, do not treat it as weakness. Treat it as an echo, a message traveling across thousands of generations from people who survived exactly because they crave those things too. Tonight, you will open a fridge. You will stare into it for way too long. And somewhere behind your eyes, 100,000 hungry ancestors will lean in, hoping, just like they always did, that this time, there will be enough. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss the next elastic video coming soon.